I'm naturally an introvert, and when we first started in real estate, most of the traditional advice felt exhausting. Everywhere we looked, people were saying things like, you need to constantly network, or you need to always be meeting with possible tenants face to face. And honestly, that model just didn't fit my personality. Then, when we tried short-term rentals, at first, it really felt exciting. The idea of Airbnb and VRBO seemed modern and flexible, and I was extremely proud of ourselves for getting it done. But what nobody talks about enough is mental load that comes with it. Constant guest turnovers, cleaning schedules, messages at random hours, unexpected guest issues, and every time the phone buzzed, there was that moment of stress. What happened now? As an introvert, that constant unpredictability can be draining. And we didn't get into real estate to feel stressed every time our phone buzzed. We got into real estate because we wanted freedom. Then something interesting happened. We discovered midterm rentals. Midterm just means a 30-day minimum rental up to 11 months. We like this model instead of renting properties for just a few nights. We started renting to travel nurses, healthcare professionals. These professionals typically take contracts that last those 8 to 13 weeks, which means they need furnished housing during that time. And once we made that shift, everything changed. Fewer turnovers, more stable tenants, more predictable income, and far less daily interaction. Then we realized something important. The problem wasn't real estate. The problem was the model we were using. Now I want to share principles that changed everything for us. Secret number 1. Introverts make great landlords. Most people assume real estate is built for extroverts, but in reality, introverts have a huge advantage. Introverts tend to be more organized, more thoughtful with decisions, more systems focused, better at long-term thinking, and those traits are incredibly valuable in real estate. Instead of reacting emotionally to problems, introverts naturally build systems that prevent problems, and that becomes a huge advantage. Secret number 2, the midterm rental sweet spot. Now let's talk about the strategy itself. Midterm rentals typically last a minimum of 30 days and can go longer. These tenants are very different from vacation guests. These tenants often include traveling nurses, corporate professionals, insurance relocation clients, traveling professors, healthcare workers. These are professionals relocating temporarily for work. And because of that, they are often willing to pay higher monthly rent for furnished housing. But the biggest benefit is stability. Instead of new guests every few days, you might have one professional tenant staying for 2 or 3 months. That dramatically reduces stress. Secret number 3, automation instead of constant interaction. Here's something introverts love: systems, automation, structure. Today, there are tools that allow you to automate most of the rental process. For example, automated messaging, digital leases, online payments, tenant screening tools, property management platforms. Instead of constantly answering messages, you build systems that handle most of the process, which means you can run rental properties without constant communication. Here's the truth most landlords eventually discover. Traditional landlording can become frustrating. You have late rent, tenant issues, or maintenance headaches. But when you position your property for midterm rental professional tenants, everything changes. You are not renting to random vacationers. You're renting to working professionals who simply need temporary housing. And that attracts a completely different type of tenant. That's exactly what we built inside the Introvert Landlord self-paced course. This program walks you step by step through how to build a successful midterm rental, even if you're starting with just one property. Inside the course, you'll learn things like foundation and strategies for midterm rentals, designing your space for positive guest experiences, building a reliable maintenance team, discovering what demand looks like in your city, leveraging lenders, and more. We've designed this course to remove the guesswork so that you can move forward with clarity and confidence. If you're ready to create rental income that works with your personality instead of against it, click the link below and join us inside the program. We would love to help you build a rental system that produces income, stability, and peace of mind.